that I want to get to. I want to talk about Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2. Okay. I want to discuss that really quick. Now, I've been playing Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 since it came out in 2016. Okay. It was on PlayStation 4. And at that time, PlayStation 4 was pretty much one of the best consoles on the streets. Okay. Now, before that, you had Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and you had all of these amazing Dragon Ball games. And I will go between Xbox for, PlayStation, Xbox, until I just feel like, I'm not an Xboxer. That's not my steez, and that's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? I am more of a PlayStation gamer. That's where my heart lies. That's always where been my heart lies. Even though Xbox was my first console, I remember the big X. Understand what I'm saying? I remember the first big X, that fat ass console, bro. That shit was heavy as hell. That shit was big as fuck. Excuse my language, because it was just so big. That first Xbox console, boy, you could heat a Popeye up in that mother. That big ass thing, that thing was damn near a microwave. What? But it has some dope ass games. One of my favorite games, and we'll get back to. I'm sorry. One of my favorite games on the first console was like X-Men. Fire on the first Xbox, but that's neither here nor there. Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 been out since 2016. Been playing it since 2016. Can I tell you this game has probably entered legendary status now? There's a handful of games that I feel, and you can agree to disagree, that I feel like have entered legendary status, right? Sonic, legendary status. Mario, of course, legendary status. Now, when we talk about like gamer games, when we talk about Call of Duty, legendary status, right? When we talk about damn near Fortnite, entered into legendary status, right? When we talk about God of War, legendary status. You understand what I'm saying? This game has now entered into the legendary status. Since 2016, this game has updated itself into being one of the best games still. I don't know how in 10 years you are still one of the best games out here. Let's break it down. Every few years, this game updates. And when it updates, you get something new. Why? Because the Dragon Ball universe updates itself. You understand what I'm saying? Example. When you make your character on Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2, whether that be an Earthling Saiyan, a Buu character, Frieza character, these characters have their own transformations, their own thing, their whatever, right? With every new transformation that has come out with Dragon in the Dragon Ball universe, from Super Saiyan God to Super Saiyan Blue to Super Saiyan Evolved to Ultra Instinct to Gohan's Beast Mode. Yes, to Gohan's Beast Mode, Kaioken, Potential Unleashed, where Gohan first unlocked his potential and didn't go Super Saiyan and fought Boo. You have all of these, including, if you like being a Saiyan build in there, Super Saiyan, where you can go Super Saiyan 3. You have now, and I'm playing the game, right? And I like to go back to some of the games. And Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 has always been one of those games that I can go back to and play through the story, and it's still fucking fantastic, right? What I didn't know is that This game has updated to the PS5 version, right? This is the beauty of this fucking game. This game is almost 10 years old. Not only did it update to the PS5 version, it also gave you Beast Mode from Gohan. It also gave you Ultra Instinct. It also sat here and now with listen, every year after 2016, every few years the game updates like I said. The level cap for the character was at 100. Okay? It was at 100 for so long. Then it went to 120 in like 2019, 2020. And then from then on, it went to like, from there, I think that's where I stopped and I didn't know that it went further to 160. I done leveled up one of my characters to 140 because I'm thinking now that's the level cap. Nope. Serves me wrong. No, they tell me, hey, you can go back to Whis, serve his ass some sushi, and you can go up to level 160. I said, now what? So now your attributes are not 125 no more. Hell, they can go past 200. This is how you make a game and you continuously make it great without putting any extra development and even still any extra major development into a new fucking game. We don't need a Xenoverse 3. We don't need one. When you have multiple, and I do mean say multiple, and they're fantastic too. I don't know how Bandai does it. I don't know how they do it. But to have fantastic DLC packs, huh? From Gohan going beast mode in a movie to fucking the Tournament of Power to then I just bought the damn shit for fucking Dragon Ball Daima. Bro, they brought the characters from Dragon Ball Daima in here, man. This is what I'm saying. How are you sitting here doing this? This is crazy. Listen, I have Dragon Ball Z Sparking. I haven't played it. Respectfully, I haven't played it. Like I got into it, it was fine, and then I left it alone. I'm still on Xenoverse 2 after 10. It'll be 10 years next year. This game is almost a decade old, still being this fucking amazing. Like you have to model games after this now. Like I see what One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is doing, trying to model kind of that system in their system, right? They're bringing new characters into the fray, King and Lucci in his awakened form and all of that good stuff. Like, but to that, you have to update the game, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, just like Dragon Ball Z is updating the game. You have to update the game. That means putting characters in there. That means putting new storylines and DLC packs in there. That means you have to give us a little bit more. Give us more of the story through Pirate Warriors 4. If you do not want to create a Pirate Warriors 5, then you're going to have to create some dope ass DLC packs like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Because they're in legendary status. And if you want to get there, you're going to have to do what they're doing. But it took them about 9 years to get there. Huh? And then what got me too is now they have this shit called STP metal. I like those. That was a great add-on because they're less. You can go to the Namekian in the back, the old school Namekian, who's strong as hell to have him power you up. At first, you just had to use the regular TP metals. No. Now they have STP metals. Fantastic. Fantastic. And you know how long I heard Conton City TV was going to be up? It's finally fucking up. This is what I'm saying. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, when they say some shit, they do it. 10 out of fucking 10 for 10 damn yeah. What? Man, stop playing with Dragon Ball Z, man. Still the kings of this shit, man. Still. And again, I will never get over Bleach after 25 years not making a fucking great game. The great game is still trash. I still have that shit. I might delete it. Might delete later. What